Hello, Dr. Tawana Worlds by birth, also known as a disruptor. Did you know that millions who grew up in poverty also die in poverty? Have you ever heard the saying, what good can come out of the hood? Well, I'm here to disrupt for just a minute. Yes, I was that little girl that grew up in the hood, grew up in the ghetto, single mother, absent father, eating out of the trash can just to survive. But I was also that girl that determined way back then that I was not going to become a product of my past. And now I help others do the same thing. I'm not a victim, I'm a victor. I help men and women from similar backgrounds find value in their own vault and create wealth from within. Hey. How are you guys doing? What is going on? What is going on? Let me go ahead and get this set up. And then, let's see if this is. Hold on 1 second, y'all. All right, my bad. What's going on, Roll Tide? I see you. What's going on, family? Now let me go ahead and get started over here. Unfortunately, I cannot do all of this until I'm actually live. So please bear with me. I promise not to keep you a whole long time. All right. All right, we rocking and rolling. I'm going to introduce everybody or welcome everybody at the same time. What's going on? It is Dr. Tawana World. You already know I'm not going to be here long, but I'm going to be here strong, okay? There is so much going on. I think we all need to be aware of it. If you're not, I'm here to just bring you up to speed just a little tiny bit, but more so, what I am here to do is offer a plan B. Okay, I'm gonna show you what plan A is and then offer you a plan B. Okay, and I'm gonna do it really quickly, really timely. I want to make sure that I earn the rights to your time. So I welcome all of my cousins wherever you are viewing from. Even if you are on the replay, okay, I welcome you all. Welcome all, the ones who come around frequently. I welcome y'all back. With that being said, go ahead and smash the like button, the share button, tag somebody, okay? Share it, copy the link, share it to a DM, share it to a messenger, share it to somebody's story. However you got to do it on whatever platform, I'm only asking you to go ahead and help me beat the robot, number one, and help me reach who I'm supposed to reach, number two, okay? With that being said, I titled this Massive Financial Reset is Coming Soon. Many do not know what's coming next. I'm 1000% certain that many don't know. Many people don't know what's coming next. Okay. So I mentioned, I think maybe a couple of videos back that Mr. Trump was crashing the market on purpose. Okay. And this is supposed to be a part of how the reset is going to come into fruition. The reason why I'm bringing that up and addressing that is because millions upon millions will be impacted and affected. Okay, I want to read something real quick because, like I said, I want to earn the right to your time. But this just absolutely confirmed. Okay, hold on one second. Let me pull it up. Okay, here we go. Okay, let me read this. Financial reset. They say the financial reset could actually begin in a matter of weeks. Um, I'm just going to let y'all know I am in some inner circles, okay, that have intelligence about a lot of things that are happening politically and different things of that sort because they got big money invested into the stock market. They got big money invested into a lot of different, endeavors, real estate, all kind of stuff. So they watch this stuff. I can care less. I'm like a fly on the wall. I'm in there literally to get access to what it is that first of all me and my household needs, and then secondly for those outside of my four walls, outside of my home, in my community, in my family, if they want to take the initiative to get access and information to what it is that I'm doing for my family, then I come by here and I share that. Okay, but they say this financial reset could happen in weeks, um, if not many months. And the reason why I even brought that up is because I clearly heard the Most High God tell me we had 6 months or less. And I said it on live a couple of times. And I want to say that was either in January or February. I wrote it down so I don't forget. But off the dome, I know that the Most High said we had 6 months or less, and now they talking about this massive financial reset could happen in weeks or a matter of months. Okay, soon. But I want to read something to y'all. The U.S. market will see a massive reset within weeks to a couple of months from now. But the reset, now I'm sharing this with y'all. This is all a financial circle of big players that this information is going out to. Okay. I'm sharing this information with y'all straight up, if you can read in between the lines. But this isn't what you expect. This isn't the reset that you expect. In short, you have a matter of weeks to a couple of months to prepare for sudden change in the market. Okay. This year's biggest investment opportunity is going to happen when the market crash completely, which will already or is already showing. It's small, so I have to make it bigger and then zoom back out of it to pick up where I left off. Um, which is showing an 11,340% gain in 46 days in back tests. I do not share this with y'all lightly. Okay. But a colleague, I'm going to omit his name. I'm not going to say his name, who is involved in fintech, um, is, giving this massive call to action to the people who can actually uh, play the game. That's what I'm saying. And hopefully y'all picking up what I'm putting down and this is making sense to you. This is a call that went out to those who have money to invest, those who have money to go snatch up and buy property, different things of this sort, okay? Um, I'm going to go over here to this part, okay? Um, which just says, this goes on to say that Trump is purposefully forcing the markets to crash. He's forcing it to crash. And the reason why he's doing this is to make America greater, stronger, um, wealthier, all of that stuff that he campaigned on. Okay, um, what this plan is supposed to do is unwind decades of cheap money, sky high valuations, and artificial growth, no matter the short term pain. Okay, so to sum it all up, so that we all understand, instead of reading all of this, okay. What's happening in the markets is being done purposefully. This is one of the reasons why the departments are being dismantled. This is another one of the reasons why the mention of universal basic income has become a popular, thing, urgency that we need to start meeting in Congress about this. Okay, um, nevertheless, the market is being crashed, and the people that is going to benefit are the people who got money to play the money game. Okay. Um, and that's why this is being done. And I see the game is for the rich to get richer. That's what I will say. I do see why the rich get richer. I also do see that this is a play, because this call went out to people who already got lots of money. And it has not gone out to the people who don't have what these folks in these inner circles have, okay? So this is being done purposely. I'm not going to get too much or go too long in it, okay? I will show you guys some headlines on the next live video that I do, so that you understand what I'm saying. You can see, because it's being put out there. It's just not being told to particular people that gold has been stolen, like 400 tons of gold, that China, because they own so much farmland, and because they own so much commercial real estate, and because these tariff wars are going crazy, and shutting down the factories and making people unemployed in seconds, literally. It's a trade war. It's really a war, but it's all about trade, okay? And the citizens are paying for it. And there are headlines that now say, yeah, American citizens will pay for the trade wars. With the student loans, I mean, there's a lot of things happening simultaneously, and I don't have a whole bunch of time to go over them all, but I got all the receipts. Okay, everything that I am telling you, I am telling you in a kind of cold talk way. Okay, that's what I will say. I have insight, and I'm just bringing, for educational purposes, some information to the community that millions of people have no clue what's coming next for them. I'm just going to say that plain and simple. Don't have no clue. And it's a horrible situation, okay? Don't want to spend too much time here. I can't be mad at nobody at this point. It's like, it is what it is. I can't save everybody. It is what it is. As long as I know I've done my part, then I'm cool with that. But I can't save everybody. My heart is big enough to try. But I know in reality that's not going to happen, okay? And I also know that there are going to be millions of people that suffer. I know that, and I am slowly for surely coming to terms with that, okay? I said it previously. I cannot wait on anybody. I cannot stop what we need to get and what we need to do, just so that people can catch up. Okay, if it's predestined for them to catch up, then they will. But the movement must continue to move because the games that they playing, they not for me. China is now going to come and China has the power. Let me say this: the power, because it owns and controls a lot of farmland. And like I said, I will show you guys these receipts because I have them with their next weapon, because it's not a move, it's a weapon. Could be in how that would jack up our rent prices if they started selling shares and different things to cripple the United States of America. Everything that is happening is done strategically. That's all I'm gonna say, and hopefully y'all catch that. Okay, there is not nothing that happened without warning. You have intel and insight about what's going to happen before it happened. There is no country that can attack a country or can go to war with a country or can invade a country without their knowing. They have to. That's the rule of the sovereign law. You have to tell before you attack, or you could be reprimanded, okay, by the United Nations. Okay, you could be outcasted, you could be put in prison, you can be bombed, whole bunch of things if you don't follow protocol. So there's some major players playing games, and this is a real live script being acted out in our faces. With that being said, there are things that we can do to avert, okay, what they got planned. And that's why I thank God and I love God, because I'm not coming into um, any type of bondage to China. I'm not coming into any type of bondage or oppression to the United States of America. I'm not coming into any type of bondage or oppression to a single living soul. Not a one. Okay? I'm gonna get out your way, stay out your way. I have my own like y'all have your own. I'm gonna play y'all game. So when it comes down to it, okay, you will not look at me or think of me as an individual, but rather as a corporation. Okay. It's a strategic way to set this thing up, and that is what I'm doing. So with that being said, let me start with some amazing opportunities that will help you guys get rapid revenue. I am not, and I repeat, I am not promoting no get rich quick scheme. Okay? I am not promoting that. I'm not saying, hey, you can. Now, let me tell you, it comes with work, sacrifice, grind. You can make $1 million. There is no limit to how much money you can make. Let me just be clear with that, okay? There is no limit to how much money you can make. Your mind is going to either let you do it or not do it. But there is no limit to how much money you can make and how much money you can make and how fast you can make it. There is no limit. Okay. You just hard work, determination, grind, sacrifice. It can be done. That's first and foremost. However, this ain't no get rich quick scheme. Okay. Hey, you're going to go from 0 to 1 million. You can do that. People have done it. So it's not impossible, but that is not what this is. I want to show you how to make rapid revenue, meaning it comes faster than 2 weeks, meaning it comes faster than 30 days, meaning it comes faster than weekly, meaning that it comes fast as soon as you transact, okay? You deposit rapid revenue that you can literally, okay, have something that you can make money from instantaneously. Automated income, rapid revenue. That's what I'm trying to put you on to. We don't have weeks to wait on paychecks. Nobody knows when all of this is going to happen, but it's coming soon because they're telling us. They're giving us a timeline, okay? We already see it in effect now. We already been seeing the dismantling of programs and all of this stuff. Okay, they have no food vouchers in these schools to feed these students who relied on free or reduced meals. Colleges, middle schools, high schools, and elementary schools alike. It was just in certain states. Now it's everywhere. Okay. Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, fraud, all this scandal, Department of Education, fraud, all this scandal, all this stuff have to come out so that the people think, okay, yes, this is a reason to get rid of that program, not realizing what's really going on, not realizing that it's the perfect setup, okay? It's the perfect recipe for catastrophe. Planned, that is, okay? So, my best thing that I would tell anybody, including me, if I needed to know how to make rapid revenue, use your vehicle. If you really don't have time or the financial resources, excuse me, to, you know, build a business, market a business, get in a business, use what you do have. You can use your phone and you can use your uh, computer. You can use your car. You can use your stove. There are things that you can do to maximize your minimum. And one of the things that I do have available is a list with over 120 apps that you can become a courier on your own time whenever you want to be. Okay, whenever you want to do this, whenever you want to drive your vehicle, it's not a schedule, it's not something mandatory you have to do, it's not a job. Okay, it's not a self-employed, which just means you employ, but you employ by yourself. It's not that. It's you work when you want to, you pick up what you want to, you do what you want to on your own time, and it's called freedom. Okay, the freedom, the ability, the liberty to go and make you $500 in a couple of hours. Okay, you can literally make $2,500 a week. If you add that up and your goal is $2,500 a week, in 2 weeks you got 5,000. In 4 weeks you have 10,000. Okay, and that's you working however you want to work. So I have that list, 120 apps. I mean, it's so much on there. You can deliver people's food to them, to like these big, and they tip really well. This ain't no regular smuggler folks that just say, hey, go pick up me a sandwich from Subway. No, they can get DoorDash and Uber for that. These are people who are having corporate parties and say, hey, I need you to run over to, Marie Callender's and pick this up, pick up, 40 bags of pasta or whatever the case may be, and then drop it off to our office. And they pay you $250 to pick it up and drop it off plus a tip. Okay, you can do $2,500 a week. So what I have is the list of 120 different apps you can start making money with tomorrow, and the $2,500 a week framework blueprint. Go here, get connected to this one. This is the top rated one. This is how you do this. It gives you the steps of how you can do $2,500 a week. Okay, it's all laid out for you. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, go and connect with this one. Make sure you have a 2006 vehicle or above, whatever. You can even put your young people onto this. If you don't want to drive or you're not capable of driving, but you got young people with a license, let them go run it up. Okay, keep them out of the street, keep them out of prison, and keep them out of the cemetery. Teaching them to be self-sustaining and how to contribute to the household, as a combined unit. You can help your young nephews. Hey, I'll give y'all this, and y'all go do this. I'll sign y'all up for that, and I'll just take 10% for putting you on, or whatever the case may be. Teach them good business management, okay, by helping them out or helping them up, shall I say. So something that you can apply to your own self, but it's also something that you can sell. And right now, the way people need money, everything that has to do with making money sells. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It can be a one sheet piece of paper. Point one, point two, point three. Go to this website, type in this prompt and number three, print it out and you're done. Okay. It could be something as simple or small as that. People are looking for ways to make money universally. And it does not matter the skin tone, the skin color, it don't matter any of that. People are looking for ways to save money and people are looking for ways to make more money. Okay. So I have that list. No experience. You just need a license and a vehicle 2006 or above. Okay. And you can literally be making you $2,500 every single week. There are people doing $2,000 a day, $1,700 a day. Once you get the framework, how to do it, then it could be done. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Okay. It took for people who went and got in the game and began to, make moves and make connections. It took for them to actually go ahead of you so that they can give you the blueprint. You wouldn't have to figure it out. So that is $97. My husband is offering that to 10 people. Okay. Who want to know how to make extra money just using their vehicle. We might as well do something. We better do it ASAP. And like I said, if starting a business or if, putting together digital products is not your thing, you can care less about your credit, all the other opportunities that I offer y'all. If that is not your thing, then this could be your thing. Okay. This could be the thing that puts extra revenue back in your household. That's very important. Okay. If you are self-sufficient, then you won't need universal basic income. If you got what you need, then you won't need no government handout because free always come with stipulations and limitations. That is for sure. Okay. So $97 for both of those lists together. It's the 120 plus app Courier list, and then you have thought I heard my baby coughing, and then you have the $2,500 a week framework, step by step, what to do, what's the top rated companies, how much they paying, how to lay it up, how to play the game. Okay, so you can win in the game. So that is $97 for the Courier list and framework, how to do $2,500 a week, which totals out to $10,000 a month just using your vehicle. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I have a 10 day. Okay. It's going to be 10 days of working with me. It is, I don't like to call it a challenge, but it is a challenge because you're going to be challenged. You're going to be taught and then you're going to be challenged because my goal is to show you how to generate $1,000 in 10 days. The initial or the overall outcome is to show you how to make $10,000 a month. But my guarantee is going to be you will make $1,000 in 10 days, guaranteed. That is an extra $1,000 that you didn't have. That was an extra $1,000 that you didn't know where it was coming from. That was an extra $1,000. Okay. That could be rinsed, washed, and repeated 10 more days. That's $2,000. 10 more days, that's $3,000. 30 days, you done made you $3,000 minimum. But the overall goal is to show you how to generate $10,000 months, but you're going to make $1,000 in 10 days guaranteed. That is $97 before I raise the price to $197. I'm going to take a few more people in there. I'm only taking 12. Okay, so I'm going to take a few more people in there. And in 10 days, we're going to show you how to make $1,000 by day 10. So I have that as well. I do have the craft to currency. I think I done rescheduled this about 4 times, okay? The whole entire time that I was gone, and I've only been back for 8 days, but I was out, of state for a whole entire month and had to move the date around, different things of that sort. But we are back on schedule. I am catching up. Lots of emails went out today. If you were waiting on an email from me, please check your email, okay? You may have to check your spam because whenever I attach links or different things of that sort, if we don't have much conversation going on in the email or none at all, then it will definitely shoot it over to spam, okay? But I believe we're all caught up. If not, it's probably like one or two. So we've been working behind the scenes that whole month, just kind of shifted things, events that I had scheduled, workshops that I had scheduled, meetings, assignments, networking opportunities, so many different things, okay, had to be moved around and rearranged. But crafting to currency that is going to be coming up are going to be held next week for sure with bells on, okay? And I am going to show you how to generate $10,000 a month in the digital space, okay? In the digital space, just crafting. Not only that, I'm gonna give those, who take the initiative to sign up. It's 4 days. Okay. It is 4 days. I'm gonna show you the framework we're gonna set up where we're gonna create. I'm gonna show you the framework, which is gonna lead to creation. Okay. Creation of what we just framed. And then we're going to set up our website so that we have it ready to sell by the end of the workshop. Okay, you're gonna have a tool in your hand to make you money on demand by day two. Okay, by day four, we're going to make sure that we have covered all of your social media optimization. We're going to show you how to literally go viral, okay, with your content, get a lot of eyeballs. We're going to show you how to generate, your first leads, all kinds of stuff, okay? It's going to be a workshop power pack. And because we had to push it off, then I am going to give some juice and some sauce as well as some extra bonuses for those who waited on your girl because I really appreciate that. Okay, you can get in on that workshop. I'm going to show you how to make $10,000 every single month, capitalizing off of big business using AI. You don't even have to, you know, waste time or money or trade your time for money. You can literally do this, set this up on automation, okay, and make money while you sleep, literally. And this could do you $10,000 plus every single month. For the lazy person, I'm gonna say 3,000, and still that's even more than what you was bringing in, or more than what you had. So that is $197. Okay. There was one more that I think I wanted to cover. Oh, I'm doing good all the time. Yes, I'm doing good all the time. Okay, I think I might have a couple more minutes to go over these couple things. Okay, so I have that land banking. Okay, when I tell y'all there is so much, oh my gosh. Okay, before I left here, we were supposed to host um, the land banking workshop, 2.0 updated. And we're still going to do that. I'm only literally going to do 3 workshops this year, okay? And the 10-day. That is going to give everybody the opportunity to go make some money. I'm only doing these 3 workshops, which is Land Bank 2.0, Craft to Currency, and I'm gonna do the money broker, online money broker. Outside of that, I ain't doing no more. Okay, I'm shutting down accepting any people into any of my mentorships. I believe that you should be in my mastermind. That is a $25,000 ticket to be in a mastermind with me and the other masterminders for 12 months. Where all we focus on is 7 figures. Okay. We focus on building our businesses that will run for us, that will produce us 7 figures while we go and travel and do whatever it is that we need to do with much freedom. We can work for when we want to. We can make how much we want to. We can do benevolence charitable works. We can do whatever we want to. If we wanted to travel, we can do that. If we wanted to buy our parents or whatever, our family members homes, and we can do that, okay? At our own time, on our own time, at our own expense, or, however much we want to pay for. We have the freedom to do that. So I'm not going to be doing, allowing people to come into my mentorships or taking little portions out mentorship. I mean, out of the mastermind to make a mentorship. Like, I'm not going to be wearing myself out, with that. So please pay attention to the videos over the next couple of days. I already said that a lot of these programs and stuff I used to offer, you don't hear me offer it anymore. Okay, you don't. Mostly everything is just about automated that I need to have automated. I have a lot of stuff, to automate, but most of it will be automated. And then, in order to work with me, you would have to get into my mastermind. Just pulling out all these little mentorship programs here and there. It's just creating work for me, and I'm not an employee. I'm an ambassador. So I could be freeing up a lot of my time. A lot of my time should be freed up, even more so I can do the things that I need to be doing in this hour. Okay. So with that being said, I have the land bankers. If you guys want to learn how to, well, I'm just going to say the workshop. Okay. I'm going to give you guys updated information on how to buy notes and save people from foreclosure while making passive income without ever having to touch a house, rebuild a house, repair a house, any of that. Okay. Even commercial property. Show you guys about that. There's some opportunities in land banking. I want to help every person inside of the mentorship, but I'm going to be covering this as well. And if you can take it and do whatever, you can take it and do whatever in the workshop, okay? But not only the notes is a way to make money in this space. Real estate people gonna always need somewhere to live. People gonna always need somewhere to do business. People gonna always need somewhere to go get emergency service. People is always gonna need somewhere or a building to enter in to get a driver's license. You name it. Okay. So commercial real estate, single family home real estate, any type of real estate is going to boom. And people don't know that selling notes or being in possession of notes is real estate. It's just a digital real estate because that is where this whole movement in the digital space. Okay. So we're going to talk about that as well. I'm also going to talk about inside of the workshop or give people access to, if your credit score ain't at a 620, let me help you get it there because we have home loans that you can actually get showing no documents at all as long as you have a 620. Okay. I told you guys that I am in partnership with some investors and builders and bankers and lenders and brokers and all of that stuff. That is the benefit of getting into the mentorship for land banking. But I have one that we're all on a mission to help 100,000 families become homeowners. So I said that I would definitely, oh, something was in my eye. I would definitely connect and reach out to my community so that they can become homeowners, or at least you do not have to buy a single family home. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't financially advise anybody, but I would tell you what I would do. I would get my score. Uh, I would get my score up to a 620 immediately. Okay. The fastest way possible. That's what I would do. And then I would go ahead and run the play, get me approved for FHA. Hold on, y'all. Something in my eye is bothering me now. My apologies. Um, but now, my what I would do is get approved for that FHA with a 620 and buy me a fourplex. And I would live in one so I can eliminate rent. That would be wise. And then I can rent out the other three. Okay? Because you have to live on the property. But then I can rent out the other three and have me passive income coming in. I got 3 units going from 16 to 2,000. Okay? 1530. Um, so that's like 6,000, 7,500, something like that coming in every single month. Okay? By making a wise investment. So we will go over that, give you connection for that, help you with your credit. Okay? Make sure that you have a 620 across all three bureaus and yeah, get you into some passive income, okay? $97 to attend that workshop. And you also are eligible to be included in a raffle to win you some land, okay? Win you 0.25 uh, acres of land. We will do both winners because last month we were supposed to do it and then life start lifing, and again I had to leave and go out and handle some emergency situations with my family. However, we will have two winners, okay? So it's a win-win situation. You can learn how to buy dirt cheap, okay? um, so many different ways to play this. I don't want to spend too much time on it. How to get Section 8 money, government contracts for Section 8 homes, all kind of stuff you can do with this land and what you can do um, with buying houses and stuff like that for the low. Dirt cheap so you can get dirt rich, okay? So I have that for $97, and I believe that is where I'm going to stop. Is there anything else that I had? Trying to think. The online money broker. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So all of these are affordable, low ticket offers. Okay, this is where you come learn the game. I'm gonna teach you the game, and then you're gonna go execute. So the online money brokers, that's a workshop. I'm only doing these low ticket workshops, okay? Land banking, $97. Craft to currency, $197. That's 4 days, okay? Um, I'm also going to do the 10 days to $1,000, $97. That's a 10-day challenge. Every single day we're going to implement something. By day 10, guaranteed, you're going to make $1,000. Okay. And last but never least, I have the money broker, how to become a funding and money broker that works online and you make lots of money doing so. Okay. This is the reason why the $97 to $47. I try to meet my cousins where they at, but there is so much more work to be done. There is everybody and their mama that need money, not just small business owners. But because that is the biggest reason why business owners go out of business is because they don't have capital, they don't have access to funding. But this is not just for business owners. This is for regular smuggler people who don't have businesses but need extra money. This is something that people need all the time. 12 a.m. midnight, people is up worried about how they're going to have money, how they're going to pay their bills. When they wake up at 5 a.m., they worried about how are they trying to figure it out. How am I going to pay my bills? People always need money. How am I going to get more money? How am I going to be able to do this? How am I going to be able to do that? And money is the common denominator of it all. How, when I'm going to be able to do this is due, all of that stuff, okay? So if you can solve a person's problem, which they have a problem with having enough money or adequate enough money. If you can solve a person's problem like that, they don't mind paying you, beloved. They don't mind paying you. And if you got access, direct connect to bankers and lenders that will fund anybody according to this criteria. Okay. Now you can only reach out to those people with that criteria. I can say something. How many of y'all on my timeline got an LLC, you know, and REIN that you have never ever received funded on? People start digging up them old EINs they didn't have for 20 years, not knowing that that is something called a seasoned shelf corp, and that bad boy is worth $20,000. But it would have to take somebody that knows that to tell you that. Okay? But this is how to get people approved for Amex, American Express. It's a play. And I can't tell the play openly. You have to attend the workshops or the mentorships or the mastermind to get the plays. That's why they call wealth secrets. They're not for everybody. And the game is to be sold, not told. That's another reason, okay? But I will literally show you how to become your own bank. And while you're becoming your own bank, you are helping other people find a solution to their one problem. I need money, okay? You don't even have to open your mouth to say something like that. You can just say, hey, I help coaches, course creators, small business owners, and aspiring entrepreneurs get more money for their business. If you need help, comment help in the comment section. Hey, if you have an EIN and an LLC that's never been funded, comment fund in the comment section. Now I have AI tools that will go back and respond to those comments and send them my link to where I need them to go. It's called driving traffic. Now they're in a community, or now they're buying some type of low ticket product for $7, for $17, $27, okay? And they say, well, yeah, I need this. And then another upsell. Well, hey, this is half off. You never see it. So I make money off of just offering something for free. Okay. And if I can get their information, their phone number, their email, and their name, then I can get them funded. It's just simple as that. We got lenders that deal with all types of credit, Okay. Doesn't matter where you are. Some have a higher interest. Now, you got bad credit, you ain't going to get the zero interest. But we don't fill out applications for funding. We pick up phones and call people and request, this is what we need. Can you work? This is what the profile look like. Who can we run this through to get funding? And then boom. Hey, this one to give 10,000, and that one agreed to 5,000, and that one agreed to 20,000. So now that's $35,000 of funding that someone agreed to give you, even with your bad jacked up credit. Okay. I have the Money Broker Workshop. It's $197. Okay. And this is where I'm going to show you how to become your own bank, to create your own ecosystem. Real talk. You can charge minimum $5,000 on the front end and then 5% on the back end. So you get paid during the process, the beginning and the end. And they're going to get approved using the software and the connects. They're going to get approved. Okay. So any of that is anybody want to take me up on any of that? It is available, okay? The information is on the screen. When capacity is met or reached, then it will no longer be available, okay? That's for sure. And if you are interested in getting into any of those workshops, intensives, etc., then go ahead, make your payment, include your email. You can make your payment on any one of the platforms that you see on the bottom of the screen or in the description of this video, okay? With that being said, I did it. Yes. Go me. Go me. Go me. Go me. Go me. I did it in under an hour. I wanted to keep it short, sweet, straight to the beat, being a better steward over my time, okay? I don't want to keep coming by, wasting my time on people who don't want help. But if you want help, those are the opportunities that I have for you available, ready for you to make some rapid revenue. Land banking, you can buy land tonight and then have a wire transfer in your account by Thursday or Friday. Literally. Rapid revenue is all I'm teaching you. Okay? Rapid revenue is all I'm teaching you. With that being said, I love y'all and I will see you guys on the next one.